Peace and blessing. Hey Gemini, I'm outside today. Might hear some cars, so that's why if I pause sometimes, it's because it's noisy. But I wanted to be outside. How are my gems of the eye doing? I hope good. So you guys get beautiful creatures today. We're going to do a general message for the sun and star sign of Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, and if karma is involved, south node too. Take what applies, let the rest fly. If it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. All right. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Spirit, are you here? Spirit is here. Yaya, are you here? That is grandmother in Greek. Yaya is here. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and guides, please protect me as I go through the tarot, ether, and oracle. Only that in which is for Gemini's highest and best good may come through. I call on to Gemini. Please work with my spirit, my Yaya, and my guides. Let's see, Gemini. What do you want to tell me? Show me, Gemini. Yaya, help me understand. Spirit, help me understand. Gemini, show me. This could be business, finance, career, love, social, friends, family. Take it how it resonates. I'll let you know if it's something specific, okay? All right, let's go. For Gemini, Spirit, show me what Gemini needs to see. You have the Magician. But in this deck, it's different. We're going to read from the book on these. Going. You have the Wheel, too. So you have the Magician. So your inner skills are going to be coming out because you're going to be manifesting. That's what the Magician does. You're going to be manifesting changes. You're manifesting changes. That's what you're doing. Some of you, I don't know why they're upside down again, but them is meant to come upside down. Some of you are hiding your intellect. Stop doing that. Why are some of these in reverse? All right, give me a second to put them in upright. It's hard for me to know when they're upside down, if they were meant to come upside down, which they probably are. But I wanted to put them upright anyway. All right, all right. But this tells me, so you are manifesting changes because of something about hidden intellect, and you've been stunting your intellect and your creativity because you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Empress in reverse. But if we look at what the Empress is and what the Ace of Wands really are, clarity, intellect, right? But it's not just clarity. You are, well, kind of, because you're suppressing your intellect, which then suppresses your clarity, right? You're also suppressing, you were suppressing your creativity. So the Magician, you are going to be manifesting changes that you're all done. We don't need to read from the book. I thought I did, but I don't. You're all done suppressing your intellect changes, and you're all done suppressing your creativity. What made this happen? A choice. Two of Pentacles, flexibility. You're like, you know what? I am a leader with the King of Wands. I am a leader. I know what I want. I am manifesting the changes in my life to where I don't need to suppress my intellect. I don't want to be small. I don't want to suppress my creativity. I want to create things. And so I'm making the choice, the practical choice, the flexibility to be able to do these things. Not only am I going to manifest changes, I am manifesting changes in the best ways because I'm going to be creating something with my own mind. But you're doing it on earth too with the Two of Pentacles here because you're figuring out how to make both of these things work on earth. That's what you're doing, Gemini. That's fucking beautiful. And you're doing it with such leadership and patience. Some of you might have a little bit of patience with the Three of Wands because you're waiting for your ships to come in. Not your ships, but you're waiting for the things that you built or you will be. You'll be waiting for the things that you've manifested, right, to change, to come true, right, because you're going to be building towards something because you have the mindset to do it, and then you're able to do it on earth too. You're just going to be trying to figure out how to balance both of them, but you're going to be fucking doing it with leadership. With the King of Wands. You need to practice more patience, or you need to be more patient because maybe you're not used to doing two or more things at once, right, Gemini? But you need to this time, because suppressing your intellect and suppressing your creativity, or by suppressing your intellect, it suppresses your creativity. By suppressing your creativity, suppresses your intellect. They go hand in hand, mind and heart, mind and heart. That's you, Gemini. It's, my hair's everywhere. Yeah, the flexibility. You're learning how to maneuver, how to get in. What is the in between them, Spirit? So you're figuring out how to do this. You're maneuvering. You're doing it with leadership. If this is business, finance, career, you're shaking shit up and you're not allowing any. You're making changes in the workforce, and anyone that's not that lacks the intelligence needed for this position, for this thing, they're out. If they don't have the creativity, they're out. You can't be fucking around anymore, says Gemini, and you'll figure out how to make it work, because we'll push out the ones that don't. We'll bring in the ones that do, right? And because you're a leader, you're a fucking leader. You had some patience. You did. It's like you came into something and you're like, okay, let me observe. Now let me make the moves. It's like that, right? Gave you a little bit of anxiety at night, but that's okay, only because that's normal when you're changing things, right? You have the repose queen. You have everything. You rested on it. You thought about it. You used your own mind, more air energy, which is you, Gemini. So that's in business, finance, career. For yourself, you are manifesting the changes you need so that you're not dumbing yourself down, so that you are not hiding who you are creatively. You're figuring out which way to go, right? You're coming in like a boss, because you are. And you're patient. You're patiently waiting to see what you've built, and the seeds that you planted, they're coming to bloom. And yeah, sure, it does make things a little bit anxious, but don't worry. Sit back and be the repose queen that you are, my gems of my eye. Yeah. If this is a love situation, it doesn't feel like love, but it feels like you are changing yourself. So when you do, or well, like, hold on, clear. Say it again. So it's like in love, it's because you're changing yourself that you'll be viewing love in a different way. You now have a like base minimum on the high of what you're even going to entertain. You're not intellectual, get the fuck out. You're stunted creativity wise, get out, because that shows a lot. I'm not saying that you're saying if you can't draw, then I can't hang out with you, or I can't date you. You know, if you're not super smart in math, I can't date you. No, what you're saying is intellect is something we learn. You have it. And intellect is someone who never stops learning, which is something we learn, right? Creativity just means a person that can create anything, right? It could be anything, right? But if somebody has stunted creativity, if somebody isn't creative and they're not, you're not handling and you're not dealing with low level anything. You have a base minimum on the high of what you're accepting in, and it's like you're not. If you don't want to get on those standards, cool, I get that, but I can't be around you. Yeah, and you're doing it like a fucking boss. This is so amazing. This is so great to see. Yeah, look. Get the fool at the bottom. Exploration. You're starting over in a brand new way. You're jumping off cliffs. You're jumping off cliffs and putting an end to. You've like asserted yourself. Your presence of like your okay. You've asserted yourself within your energetic presence, right? You're just changing all these different things within you, and it's like your presence alone demands not only respect but a level of intelligence to even like get you. Like what? You know, you don't just laugh at anyone's joke. If it's not funny, you don't laugh, right? Like, yeah, no. You have like healed so many things that you're starting the fuck over. This is so amazing. Mental peace, the legacy. Also, the tower's here too, but that's good. Decadence. It's here because you're detaching from things. You're detaching and going into mental peace. I'm detaching from anything that makes me feel like any way that I don't want that isn't good, right? We don't like bad feelings, says Gemini. And though we can't help that in life because things are going to happen, I can help and I can control myself and how I feel because I'm going to control what I do. If you control what you do, you control what you feel. Control how you think, control how you feel by living the life that you want. simple as that. By letting go of control and actually just doing the things that make you happy in life, setting the standards for how people are going to treat you, what you're going to accept, what you're not, what you'll entertain, what you won't. By doing that and not putting your emotions in it, but more in your mind, like, nah, this is where I'm at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can, if you can step to there, maybe we can talk, right? But like, it's not all easy peasy over here. And whether this is family, friends, lovers, doesn't matter. Business, all of it. You're just saying no. And what you're saying no to is your actions are saying no. Your presence is saying no. You're showing what is acceptable to you and what is not. And you're moving with that. And what's the most likely outcome? Fuck yes. Oh my God, I love this. What's that message? Oh, okay. So, when I dropped it, I picked it up and it was in reverse and I turned it like this. Then I went to just go pick it up again and it moved and then my hand moved upside down. So I'm taking it upside down. Okay. But look at what's happening. You're turning into, it's the Nine of Pentacles. This is financial freedom, but this is also rewards. This is like, I'm doing what I want, when I want, if I want, because I do everything on the high. So fuck you all. It's like that, like in such a great way. You're fucking determined. You're coming out in fire-like energy with the Queen of Wands, very passionate, very creative. The Queen of Wands is a very creative queen, right? Nine of Pentacles, it's like your financial freedom is turning, oh my gosh, you figured out how to do something of the mind, how to be the intelligence. With the intelligence brought the dollars, the creativity brought the determination. Combined, you fucking brought the rewards, which is on a financial, but also in your spirit, in your mind, right? And what you're not doing is having delusions. Seven of Cups, delusions. You're not confused. You know why? Because you've learned how to slow yourself down to determine what is your intuition and what is not your intuition. You might be listening more to your spirit versus your mind. But spirit wants you to use your mind and your spirit at the same time, because when you don't use your mind and all your spirit, that can make it delusional. If you just use your mind and not your spirit, that can make you delusional, right? Confused. So we take the High Priestess and the upright, but with the spirit of the Temperance, right? Two major arcanas, and you mush them together, and then it's like, I got the mental and I got the spiritual. Right? It's like that, but this is also up there. And like in the spiritual world, also what you're doing too, like energetically, spiritually, that's why it's like happening on a physical level, is because your intuition is like, you're trying to energetically, you're showing your higher self energetically is changing, because it's showing your lower self that not everything is your intuition. Some of it is your soul calling. And sometimes when we don't listen to our intuition, that's when we listen to our emotions too much. That's when things get delusional. You got to listen to your intuition and your spirit, not so much the emotions. Emotions have their place, but that's what gets tricky on earth, or the emotions, right? That's why we come down here, because we still have to live pure lives, but it's the emotions, right? We can be logical and analytical, but it's the emotions that make us human, right? So it's like slowing down on the mental part of the intuition and bringing it into the spirit, so you can feel it too at the same level. And then when you work with the mind and the heart and the spirit together, when you work with the mind and the spirit, the heart part comes together. Yep, you're also saying no to anyone that's bringing you delusions or confusion, people that don't have intuition, and people that are not temperance. You're like, fuck that and fuck you. You're only accepting what you are. And you got a soulmate coming in, by the way. I don't know that you'll keep that soulmate. No, it's going to be a missed opportunity because the soulmate that's coming in is a soulmate, but it's more of a lesson. They're a miser, they're greedy, and they're going to come in with such fucking like mental bullshit, like in and out, in and out, in and out, but it's like all mental, like back and forth, all mental energy, and they're greedy as fuck as well. That's a side note for a soulmate. You got some lessons to teach, and you will, because you're going to pop out in your Queen of Coins energy, and you're going to reject it, and you're going to say, I do not accept this behavior. I do not accept you the way that you currently are. It's like that. You'll get a victory from it, and there will be celebration because the person, they're going to manifest, right? But it's also saying that there will be a victory, and for some of you, the celebration that you're manifesting, it stops right there, right? So some of you, it's a celebration that you made, but for some of you, there is a manifestation of, like, I don't know, this is a side note for some of you, something about a third party, right? Some kind of victory with that, but it's not a victory because it's going to leave you or someone in mental disarray, anxiety up the fucking wahoo. It's going to shake shit up, or it already has. This is, I know I'm speaking to a lot of people, so this is what's coming out. So for some of you, this is what happened. Somehow a third party was manifested. It doesn't have to be another person, but it can be, right? It can be, it's just another thing. It's something that interfered in a relationship. So we shifted from business, finance, career to self now, and friendship. Now we're in love. That's just what's up, guys. So it's like a manifestation. Someone manifested a third party by accident. I don't think it was you, Gemini. Somebody else did. Some of you manifested celebration while someone else manifested a third party, right? That's not you. It was like a shallow victory. Because what it did was called mental fucking disarray, mental drama, and like up all night with anxiety and bullshit till the tower had to fall, because anything built on a faulty foundation will crumble. Spirit will make it so. Cycle closed, and then bam, look, Gemini, you popped out in your own freaking read. The Lovers. What do you mean by that, Spirit? The Lovers is the balance of the masculine and feminine energy within yourself, and because of that, you are attracting what you are in an energetic for whatever you attract, whatever you want to attract, right? Whatever you want to accept when you attract and entertain. You're getting that. What's hidden from you is that you don't have to worry anymore. What's hidden from you is like, or what you don't know, like almost kind of puts you at a disadvantage, you feel, because you don't want to be left stuck up in your head from things that have happened in the past with in and out energy from somebody that was just sex, you know, play mind games and just player like energy. There's been a death that was put to that, right? Death's looking right at that. That's already ended. You don't have to worry about that anymore, Gemini. Work through that trigger because you don't have to worry about that anymore. Your spirit already knows. And you know, right? It's just the conscious self that still thinks of things like that, because the conscious self, you know, we don't want to get hurt or burned again. You know what I mean? But there's been a death to that. Spirit made it so. And so now it's like patiently waiting, because you've already worked through everything you needed to work through. It's like your spirit is waiting for your, like, your higher self spirit is waiting for your 3D conscious self, right? Our lower self, to wake up the spirit to say, hey, you do have a lover coming in, right? King of Wands, somebody that is in strength is right here. Oh my gosh, a match. Look, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Chariot, and strength in between. This is a match made in heaven. These are people that are driven, can create. Look, we have the Queen of Wands right here too. This is somebody that is intelligent, uses their intuition of the mind, but also follows their spirit, goes wherever their spirit moves them. And both of you are a fucking powerhouse of a couple. Now, this could be a really good friendship, or this could be something more. But at the baseline, this is a really good partnership, whether this is platonic friend based or this is going to be a dating partner or a lover. This is a match. This is, and strength is bringing it in because you're both so fucking strong and driven and intelligent, and you use your intuition, but you live and you go where your spirit moves you. You're a free spirit. How beautiful. That's what I got for you, gems of my eye. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you like the way that this read went. Let me know if it resonated. All right, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thanks, guys. Bye. Mwah.